Okay. So, dear friends, welcome to Birla Medisoft. Today is our demo session on PathoGold software. So, today we are going to see some more queries which are coming from various users, how to solve, how to do multiple operations in the PathoGold. Now, PathoGold, Birla Medisoft, about Birla Medisoft, it is a 20 plus years company. We are the leader in lab information system. Worldwide highest number of, I can say, highest number of softwares, lab management softwares are being sold by Birla Medisoft, and it's one of the leading company in lab information system. So our popular software PathoGold is in use by thousands of the lab all over the places. And today's session, which I'm going to conduct, I'm Srinivas Birla, CEO and Chairman of Birla Medisoft. I would like to conduct today's session with me. There are users are there who are live users of the PathoGold software, and they have certain queries. So this video session, this demonstration session, is organized for the understanding their requirement, and I will try to give the possible answer about solving their queries. So that is there. So we will be talking about the PathoGold series. This series applies to all type of PathoGold software, right from the PathoGold 2005 to PathoGold Extension Studio, plus all type of software. This similar queries are applied. So Mr. Neeraj, you can ask your queries, and I would definitely would like to give the answer for this. What is your query?
Birla sir, can you show me doctor's entry, sir? How to
Doctor entry.
Yeah.
So referring doctor, you want to see a referring doctor? Okay.
Referring
so
doctor, see, we have IPD, OPD both. So how do we manage? Like we have different rates for OPD, different rates for IPD.
Okay. So now see, in PathoGold, there is a various types of things you can do. You can have two types of rates you can enter. Let's say many labs are doing like this. They have a OPD, means the inside the the patients which are walking to the labs, they treat as a OPD patients, and they will also do the investigations for the patient. Suppose there is a, let's say there is a laboratory which is attached to the hospital, or you are processing a sample for some another hospital or some another client, you will treat that client as a IPD. So there are two types of rate lists you can define in PathoGold software. So I'm going to show you that also. So how do you define the rate list? You go to the system menu. In the system menu, you go to the add edit test rate option. In this option, you will see that you select any of the group. Let's say I select the biochemistry, and you will see that there is a OPD test rate and there is a IPD test rate. So you have to define the test rate over here. Okay. So let's say I will define plasma glucose fasting as 200. Now you want to change this rate. You have to press the enter key first. Okay. And change this rate. So instead of 200, let's say I want to write a 250 into this, and here I want to write a 300. Okay, so I can store this 300 like that. You can define the OPD and IPD rates altogether. So like that, you have to save it. And now if you want to see the complete rate list, you can go to the print heading, print all. You will able to print all the rate list also. So now there are two types of rate, OPD test rate and IPD test rate. Now how do you get this test rate when you apply it? I will show you. When you go to the patient entry, you select this option, OPD and IPD. So like that, as soon as you select IPD, IPD rate will come. As soon as you select the OPD, OPD rate list will come. So this is the option for the selection of OPD or IPD test rate. Now one of the thing you can set it as a set. So by default OPD will come. So like that you can set. You need not to select every time. That's what you can set it. So like that the options are given. Okay, so what was your next question? Like doctor, right? how do you define the doctor? Doctors can be defined like this. See, you want to define a doctor. First, you have to see the doctors are available or not. Now, let's say you want to introduce a new doctor. While you enter the patient, you can define the doctor immediately. So let's say I want to define Dr. Umesh. So what you have to write? You have to write, you should not write a doctor first. You have to just write a name first, Umesh Rani. I want to define this doctor. So once this doctor is not available in your database, you have to press the enter, or if you press the tab, still it will give the message. See, this doctor is not available and do you want to add it? So it is very important that you have to keep adding the doctor, because it is, whenever you are getting this thing, you can say runtime, you can define a doctor. So you'll say, you'll have to say yes. If you say no, then there will be error will come. So you have to say yes, and then you have to define. Now you go here you have to say, how are you going to call this doctor? So you have to remember 3 code. Which are the code you want to give? Let's say I want to call this doctor by 010. I can call it, or you can call it by the, DUR, Dr. Umesh Rane. Anything you can type it. Okay. So like that, you can type it, and here you can define the doctor. Okay. Now, if you want to define the degree, you can write here like that. Okay. So like this, you can define, and you can have address, email, and all this thing, phone number, everything, and you can save it. And this doctor is saved. So next time, this doctor will be automatically available. Now, let's say you are here and you just say 010, and immediately the doctor name will come like that. So this way you can define the doctor. Okay. So now what is your next query?
My technician Gajanan has some query. Gajanan?
Yes, sir. Now the IOPD and doctor's query are okay. So if I have to edit my patient details and editing the doctor details, so how can I edit and patient and doctor details?
Okay, now see, first let me do this entry first, then I will show you how to edit a patient detail. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now I will enter PUK. Okay, this is my patient. Okay, automatically Mr. has come up. Age, address you can enter, small address. Okay. And now I will show you how to edit a patient. It's very easy to edit a patient. Okay. Okay, I select the test. Let's say I select a complete blood count. And in biochemistry, I'll select serum urea. And I save it. Okay, and immediately if I go to the 7 test result, I can. Now your question is how to edit the patient details, right? For what purpose you want to edit a patient? You want to add something, right?
No, sir. Means while adding the patient information,
yeah,
I have by mistakenly typed anything wrong. Means his name.
So if you see this hotkey, I understand. You can do anything. Edit patient. There is a press F3 key very easily. You have to press the F3 and you can edit a patient. Select a patient. Go here. Now instead of Tukaram, I want to write Tukaram S. Marathi. Immediately it has changed and you can save it. Okay, so this way you can edit the patient.
Okay, sir. I have one more query. Means today I have make entries of the patient, and next 2-3 days I have to search that patient
very
again.
Easy.
So
you
how can I do that?
You go for the F9. You press the button F9. In the F9, there is a search option. You can search a patient by various ways. You can search by first name, last name, date range, category, test name. So now let's see, you want to search a patient which has come 3-4 days back. Okay, so you can just say, okay, give me the patient list from 1st July to till today, or give me the patient list from 1st June to till today. Search. So many patients will come. Now you want to see particular patient, then you can say, okay, give me the patient Rajendra, okay, whose name is Rajendra. Okay, so you go for the first name, and again you say the patient has come from 1st July to what is the period, and you just type Rajendra. See, it's context sensitive. As soon as you type it,
Yes, sir.
immediately it will come. So this way you can search it. Now from here, you have a master control. You have to double click on this, and immediately you can do anything. This is called a master control. From here, you can directly go to the patient test result. You can generate the bill. You can see the bill. You can anything. Okay, now I think one more query I can address here. If you want to delete this patient, you can just go here and press the delete button, and the patient will be deleted.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes. Okay, so what is the next question?
Next question is about the adding test and editing test content.
Okay, very
Is
good.
the
Very
format
good.
which is added in the software. If
Okay,
I have to change that, means any
how to
parameter I
do?
have to add, and
Very easy. You can do very easily. You can go to the add modify test. In the add modify test, you will see, now I will explain you very clearly about the how to do the add modify test into the PathoGold series software. Very easily, let's say hematology. Okay, now if I click on this test, you will see that one more column on this side. This indicates that under complete blood count, there is a format is available. Okay, this is the format. Okay, if I select this test, there is nothing has come because this is just one line. So there are two types of tests are there: format test and single test. So let's define a new test. Let's work out a new test. You can edit this test also. First, what we are going to do, instead of complete blood count, you want to write something. Okay, you press the enter here. You just select here and press enter key. Okay, complete blood count. You can just change this. You can do anything. So complete blood count, instead of complete blood count, you want to say CBC. You can just type CBC. Okay, like that. You can do it anywhere. Okay, so this way you can save it and immediately it will turn. See, it has changed to CBC here. Okay, now under this, still you can do the similar way. You can change this. You have to change the name. That is possible. Okay, let's define the new test. Your queries are how to add the new test. Okay, so under group, first you have to select which group you are adding the test. So let's say I'm adding the test under hematology. So first you have to select the hematology. Then you go down and you say add title. You define the add title. Press it. Now we are defining a new test. So you say new test 1. Okay, I have given the name new test 1. And how are you going to call this test? So you have to write the 3-character code for this. So I will type the code called as NEW. What is the rate for this test? I say 150 is the rate. Okay, in which order this test should come? So when you see hematology group, this test should come on the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th. Right now there are 40 tests are already present under hematology group. That's why number is given called as 41. Okay, so this way you can change this order automatically and this test will come in that order. Okay, now here is the thing, whether this test is a single value test and format test. So now first we will define the single value test, means only one line. As soon as you select the single value, immediately the further down has come up. Now you want to define a normal values in that parameter. For this test, you want to define the normal value. You press this button. Here you define the normal value. There are two types of normal values are given. One is called as individual and another is called as general. So in a individual, you can have a comparison like that, male, female, child and all that. And when you go for the general, it's just one line. So there is no comparison. It's just one line, you can define it. But in individual, you can have this thing. Okay. Now under this thing, you want to write some code in micro. You have to just select this micro. Okay, the mu has come. Okay, now you want to copy. If your normal values are similar, you can copy, or like this. You can say click, 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 and it will get saved. Okay, now I have defined normal value. Now, what type of data are you going to enter? There are three styles are given for this entry of this test. Okay, one is called a text field, another is called a memo field. So text field is a small field in which you are going to enter the data. A memo field is nothing but a big box will come in which you will be entering the data. For example, a big box is like histopathology report, where you are going to write some detailed description of this thing. That time you will take a memo field. Okay, so like that, first we will take a text field. Okay, under text field we will do it. So now if you want to type something, something should come up by default. Something should be written. Okay, so you can type like this. So I will just say method. Okay, something I will just write over here, swab. Okay, by default swab will be written over there like that. Okay, now if I want to have a multiple parameters under this, this is called as help. So what I'm going to do, yellow, enter, then I will say black, enter, then I'll say pale yellow, enter, like that. See, I have defined the three help lines here like that. Okay, so now I'm going to save this. First test I have defined called as just a single line test. Now I will define another test called as format. Okay, so new test has come up. I will say another test, new test 2. I'll say any 2 because I have to have the 3 characters. Also I'll say something different. Okay, the test is 200 and it has come on 42 number. Now this test is called as format. So under format nothing will come now because it is a format. You are going to further down this thing, there you are further adding some values into that. Okay, so that is called as format. So we'll see how the format comes. Now what is the meaning of this? Center in the report. Center in the report means this test will come as a individual page. Okay, it will be as a separate test, it will come. So when you click on this, it will be treated as a separate page, new test on the separate page. So this is the test center in the report. Okay, now we have defined. Now let's go down and select it. New test has come up. As soon as you click on this, you will see that there are 3 fields has come up here. Okay, just a minute. Three fields have come up here. I'm going to explain to you about this thing. Okay, so now I have defined. Now I'm going to add some fields into this new test tool. So here you see that add field, add heading, and add space. So first we are going to define the add heading. Okay, we will type some heading. Heading. Okay, heading 1. You can write like this. And say field order and end order. Don't worry about field order and end order. I will show you how to define this thing later. Okay, so just say save over here. Okay, so one heading is added. Okay, now I will add the fields. So I'll say field. Okay, here enter. Okay, so now I can just write field 1. Okay, in means you can just type whatever the field is there. Okay, let's say first I field right result. Okay, this is my field. Here you have to define 4 characters. You can define any random characters like that. Okay, and again it's similar what you have seen, that normal value you can define, and you can define again this how this field will be there. Now there you see only 2 fields, either it is a text field, so and we will define the text field. Again you see the test result help and default results are there. Okay, so save it. Okay, second field I am going to define as a memo field. Okay, field 2. Okay, again I will write some characters. Okay, this field I will define as a text memo field. Save. Okay, now I have defined. Okay, so now I don't want field 2, I want method. Instead of field 2, I will say method. So like that, save. Okay, I have defined 2 fields under the heading 1. Okay, now I want to again write another heading. So I will say add heading. Heading 2. Okay, like that. Again, I will save it. Save as it is. Under heading 2, I will add a field, another field called as let's say a note. I will say note. There is a field called as note. Okay, I will say like that, and I'll say save over here. I have created 3. See, there are 3 fields and there are 2 headings. Okay, so like that, heading 2. If you want to write a heading under this thing, you can say. You can also define like this. You can, instead of heading 2, you can say note. Okay. Now how to change it? Now what to see? I told you that how you have to do. Now see, you have to say under heading 1, how many fields are there? So there are up to 3. Okay. So what you have to do? You have to select this and you have to say end order called as 3. Like this. Okay. From here, you have to select and you have to say end order called as 5, 6, 7, like that. Okay, end order is 5 because under that there is a 5. Okay, like this. Okay, I'll create another heading. Okay, now I will add one space under heading method and heading. There has to be some space. So what I'm going to create, add space at the number called as 3. Okay, first you have to see which number you are adding the space. You want to add a space at the 4 number. So you have to say add space at 4. Automatically this will go and sit over there. See, 1, 2, 3, then there is a space, then there is a heading, then there is a note, like that. Okay, so this way you can keep defining the things. Okay, now this is another test which we have created called as this thing. Okay, fields, new test. Now we will take one more test. We'll save this and we will take add title called as a new test 3. New test 3. Okay, here we will call this as a any 3 and the rate of the test is 1500. Here now we are going to define the box. Okay, it is a single value, but now it is a box. Memo field. You will select the memo field. Now again, beauty. Under the memo field, you want to write some pre-formats. So like that, let's take an example, like you want to have a in which there has to be multiple templates. So it's called as pre-formats. As soon as you select the memo field, the pre-formats has come up. So click on the pre-format. Here you are going to define the formats now. Okay. So you can say format 1. Okay. This is my format 1. You can copy paste also. You can bring it from somewhere and paste it over here. And you can do all type of heading, bold and everything you can do. You can save here. Okay, one format is saved. You want to say add new format, format 2. This is format 2. Save. Okay. Now how many formats you have created? You can see the list. Format 1 and format 2. Okay. Now I will create one more format. Format 3. Okay, this is format 3. You can write a complete paragraph. This is a complete box. You can write a paragraph. Now I want to make it bold. Okay, so I can say bold. Okay, I want to change this color. I can write, okay, this is new line. You can bring it from Word or anywhere and you can cut paste over here. Okay, this is new line, and now you want to have this line to be color. So you can say there's a color window is there. Under that you can make it as a color. Okay, here is the bold and defined. You can say this thing. You can say 16. You can say color. Everything you can do it. It's like this. Okay, like that you can define. I'll say save. Now there are 3 formats I have created. List, format 1, format 2, format 3. Now let's close over here. Now, what is these three buttons? These three buttons indicate that which format you want to make it as a default. Means as soon as you take this test, one format will automatically get downloaded. So let's say I want to create a format 3 as my default format. Press OK. Okay, so default format has been attached. Now let's save it. Okay, so now we have created three type of tests. One test we have created as a single value test. Another test which we have created as a format test, and third test which we have created as a memo field test. Now let's give this test to a patient. How do you see this test? Different tests. Let's see. Take a patient and we will give the test. Okay, let's say Umesh. Okay, let's take a test. Ravi Malhotra. Okay, age 21, and straight away you can just write first test which we have get called as NEW. This is the new test which we have created. Double click. Another test which we say NE1. Okay, NE1. It is under the right. Okay, NE2. Okay, NE2 is there and NE3 is there. Okay, this is a new test, and there is another test called as NE3. There are three tests which we have taken. Which other test has been selected? You can press this button and you can see there are three tests which we have created. The first is single value, another test is a format, and third one is a memo, which we are going to see how the test will come. The test rate has already come over here. Now let's see. Under hematology. Now look at this. Okay, we'll see one by one. See, this is a single value. Only one line has come, and by default the value has come. SWAB, which we have said default value. Now, if I press the F1 key here, you will see the that parameters. So press your F1 key here. See, here is the F1. You want to have this parameter. So yellow, you want yellow like that. So which we have defined under that test, different parameters. So like this black. Okay. So we have defined this thing, and the normal value has come up. Now, if you think that this normal values has to be changed again, you can double click from here and you can go and change the normal value from here also. Okay, this is possible. Okay, so one test we have selected, save over here file first. Now let's take out the another test. Okay, under this we have created a format. This is the format: result, method, and note. Okay, let's type the result. Now here we are going to say short forms. How to get the short form? You can have the complete list of the short form by pressing the F2 key. So press the F2 key, you will get the short form list completely. So like that, if you remember the short form, you can just write, this is the code to write. Okay. So if you say AB, it will just write AB and press enter. It will write absent. So like that, you can create n number of short forms into the software. Okay. Method. Now see, method we have defined as a text memo. That's what there's a box has come, small box has come. In this, we want to write a big sentence now. Okay. How do you write a big sentence? Go to the F2 and see a big sentence. Let's say 11. 11 is a big sentence like that. You can just type it, or you can type it and see it's a big sentence is written over here. Okay. Like that, a complete big sentence is written. That's what this is called as text memo box. And this is a note. Again, we want to write something. We can just write a note. Okay. This is a note. That's it. So we save over here. Okay. And now we see the third format. As soon as you select the third test, you see the box has opened. See, by default, the complete format has come up and default value have come up. And this is called as a memo field in which you can going to write it. Now we have created a format 3 as a default value. That's what the format 3 has come. Now I don't want this format 3. I want to have a format 1. So go to the list and download the format 1. So these formats are unlimited. You can create a n number of formats under any test, and that is called a data bank completely. So now I want to format 2. Just select the format 2. I want format 1. Just select the format 1 and keep editing. And that's it. You can edit this thing. This is my report. And your report is ready. That's it. And you can runtime, you can do the bold and everything you can do from here. Okay, like that, and close. That's it. Your format is ready. Save. So we have seen the three tests. Now let's take the reports one by one. Okay. Okay, now we want to take the reports. Okay, how to take the report? Single report. You can just say preview. This first report will come. Okay, this report has come up. Okay, now you want to take this report. This report will come. Preview. Okay. Now see, we have seen this. See. So how do you see that heading under this thing? And then there was a space which we have created. That's why the space has come and the note has come. So this is the way how we have defined the test. It has come. Now imagine you think that okay, this is right now is not correct. You don't want to this space to be here. What you can do? You need not to worry. You can immediately go to add modify test and you can do it. I will show you. I'll just go there at the new test 2 without disturbing anything and it will immediately come over here. So first you have to close from here, go to the add modify test again, add modify test, go to your test, open your test called a new 2, and as soon as new 2, there's a space, you remove this space. So you just go here and press the delete button and that space will go. Okay, now see this 1 2 3 5 6, it has become a abnormal now. Okay, because the sequence. So what you have to do, you have to press this sequence field button. That's it. 1 2 3 4 5 6, that's it. Close over here, come back to your test result entry and you will able to see a complete format again into that same fashion. Let's see, now there is no space will come. Now it is gone, that space is gone. Okay, so this way now let's take out the printout of the third. Okay, this printout we want. How this printout will come? As a separate page it will come, because this is a memo field and it can be on a separate page. It has come on the separate page. So this way. Now you want to combine this all tests together. Only one test will be combined. This and this 2 tests will be combined. So how you do? You go to the group report and you press the preview button here. This system will automatically decide which test to be combined, which test has to be sent on a next page. So you have to just say preview button and the two tests will get combined and third test will go on a separate page. Like that, it will able to go here. Okay, this way. So now what is your question? Any question, further question you have while I show you this thing? Hello?
No, sir.
Yes.
I think, Gajanan, do you have any questions?
Sir, how to create profiles?
How to create profile? Oh, wonderful question. Wonderful question. In one command, you can create multiple tests. You can combine the tests together. That is the which we are going to study now. Okay. Now, multiple profile. Let's say how to create in one command multiple tests. You go to the add modify test. Then there is a button called as profiles. Okay. This is a wonderful again thing, and this will come into the main heading only. Let's see. I'll create in one command. I will create the multiple test selection. I'll first give the group name. Let's say my profile. You call it as whatever the profile name you want to give. Okay, and you give the code. Okay, how do you call this profile? Okay, so you can say PRF1, four characters code, PRF1. So as soon as you select the PRF1, all tests will be selected. We will select the test. Under biochemistry, I want plasma glucose fasting. I want serum creatinine. Okay, automatically it is selecting. Under clinical pathology, I want urine analysis report. Under hematology, I want complete blood count. Okay, 3 tests. All these tests are selected like this. Now, all these tests, you can give a concession. Actually, this test individually test group rate amount. Now, the entire rate for all these tests is total 272. But now, if somebody wants to do this test as a concession, they want to say, I want to add 150 for only all these tests. So you can give a group rate amount. Okay, so it will not be an individual test. It will be a group test rates will be applied. Now, if you forgot what was the original rate for this test, you can say calculate original test rate. It will automatically come back and it will give you the original test rate also. Okay. Now let's say I will have the now 150 will come up now, and save it. And in one command, you will see all tests will be selected. Save. Do you want to change the group rate manually? Yes. Okay, it is done. That's it. Now we want to see, we want to add, okay, if you forgot something to add it, you can just go to the edit. You can select the profile again, and you can edit something you want to add it further. You can add it. One more, I want to write something. Okay, I forgot to enter. So I'll say under hematology, I will also go for the ESR. Okay, I have added ESR. Okay. And the group rate has come up, and I'll say, okay, this is the rate is 150 for all these test rates. Save. Yes. Okay, data says save. The new group rate is 150. So all these tests will not have an individual rates. It will be group rate will be applied. Now, how this rate will come, how this test will be selected, we will see it. Okay, close over here. When you go for the patient entry, you define the patient, and in one command, you select all the tests. So this is a beautiful feature available. Okay. I select the patient automatically. The patient has selected. Okay. And this patient, I want to give the profile. Now, if you see where that profile has come on, we know the code has been given, but you want to see this profile, it has come at the bottom. See, in one command, all tests will be selected. Now, let's say I click on this and see all these tests are selected. The rate has come up 150. So this is the way you define the test. Okay, and 7 test result. That's it. All tests are selected in one command. This is called as profile. Very beautiful function and very useful function for the software, and you should use it frequently. Thank you. Tell me further query. Any further query is there?
Sir, can
Yes,
I?
sir. Yes, sir. I have a query. I need to know about if I have added that profile. So how can I edit that profile and delete the profile?
Yeah, I have shown you. Now you go there. You can add it and you can delete it. You just go here, add modify test, go to the profile again, and there's a delete, add, edit, delete button is there, which I showed you. You have to just select the profile. You have to say edit, okay? Because in add you are having new, but if you want to edit it, you go to the edit, or you want to delete, you go to the delete, and you will see that the profile name is here, and you can edit it. You can edit, you can delete it. Okay, if you want to change the rate, let's say you want to change the rate for that profile. Okay, you go here and you change the rate. Instead of 150, you make it 200. Save. Rate manually, yes. And now group rate is changed to 200. Close. Like that.
Yes, sir.
If you see that bill, only 200 will come. See, 200 has come, and it says profile. It doesn't just give the individual name of the test. It says profile 1. Whatever the name you will give, it will be counted as that profile. You know, you can create a different profiles, and you can take the individual rate. You can take the group rates. You can take the complete group rate. So if you see that I selected a profile, only profile 1 has come. Whereas individually rate, if you see here another patient where individual test rate will come. Just a minute, I'll take another patient where, see, the new test 1 like this, individual test has come up here, and the rate has come. So I think I have able to explain you about your query, right?
Yes, sir. I have one more query.
Okay.
How to edit a formula? Means while adding the test
Yeah.
values, the value should come automatically.
Okay.
So how
Wonderful.
can I add that formula?
Wonderful question. Wonderful question. Okay. So now, see, we will take the new test 2 is a formula. Basically, formula is calculated when there are multiple parameters, then formulas are calculated. Let's work out a formula. So for a formula, we have given the formula setting. Okay, add formula and show formula. We have already created a formula, show formula. So many formulas are created, is already defined over here. Now you want to create your own formula. So for that, ideal test, which we will take a call as new test 2, which we have created, 3 parameters are there. Okay, so now when I entered first parameter and second parameter, third parameter should be calculated. Now I'm going to define that formula. Okay, how to create it? You go to the formula, you say add formula. Okay, and under where that test is, it is available into the hematology. Okay, under that test, the test is here, new test 2. Under new test 2, there are 3 records are there: result, method, and note. Let's take an example. In the note, you want to calculate result 1 divided by result 2. The note has to be result 3. Just imagine. So what you have to do? Note. So you have to say double click on this note 3. So it says note 3 is equal to result divided by method. That's it. Your formula is set. Okay. If you want to multiply something, okay, you can say parenthesis here. Like this. You want to multiply this thing with the 100. Okay. So you say multiply by 100. And parenthesis closed. This way a formula is defined. Now you want to see whether this formula is correctly defined. You can say check formula. Okay, no error. It should not have error. Now see, if I don't define this thing, it will give me the error. There is an error in the formula. So it's a beautiful created. So it will indicate that there is some error. So my parenthesis, it's not closed. So this is the way. It's a beautiful feature which is there. Now we have defined that note is equal to result divided by method multiplied by 100. Okay. Now let's save this and go here, close. Now let's go for the test result entry. Okay, let's define the patient first quickly. Okay, and take the test called as new test 2, NE2. That's it. NE2. 7 test result. That's it. We are here. Okay, so once we enter this and this, automatically the third note should come. The formula should come. Okay, let's say I type here 120. Immediately it's coming. Okay, you have to have the down arrow. You press here and here you say 40. And that's it. Automatically the value will come. Okay. 40. And that's it. Here it has come 0.03. So like that. Okay. It has been calculated. So now if you change here something, it will automatically calculate. See, instead of 100, I'll say 100. See, immediately 0.03, 1000, 0.25. Automatically it is calculating. So this way the formulas are getting calculated. So this is the way you define the formula. Okay, you got the answer?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So I think it's a beautiful, it's a fantastic software. It's a one-man show. You know, it's like entire laboratory. You don't need any calculation. You don't need anyone. It's a beautiful, once you define it, you can start using it. This is the rock powerful laboratory
Sir, one more
information
query.
system. That's about. Any other question, please?
Yes, sir. If I have to give rights to my users, means I have created 2-3 users, and how to give their rights
Okay.
and roles and rights.
Okay. Now let's imagine you have 2 users. One user you want to give rights into accounts, and you want to disable something. Okay, let's work out for that. Okay, save over here first of all, close. Okay, you go to the admin menu, you say create user. Okay, I'll create a user 1. define the user one as a password and user one as a password. Okay, confirm password. Okay, this user, I want to disable inventory control for him, for this user. Okay, so what I'm going to do, you have to just say true user, true false. That's it. Here you don't want special charges to be seen. You don't want inventory to be seen, but you want inventory to be seen. But okay, so entire inventory is gone. If you click on this, entire inventory menu is gone. Okay, now in the accounting menu, this user can go and will not able to see any other, like bill receipt will not be there. Okay, this will not be there, this will not be there, like that. Okay, this way you will create it. Okay, now let's work out. Press the OK button. One user is created. Let's say you want to create a, after that you thought, okay, you want to have something changed, you can go to the add remove authorities and can do the, can reverse it, like that, display. Again, you can change it like that. It is possible. Now we will take another user where we are going to completely change something. User 2, okay. And this user, you don't want something to some menus should not come, only new and edit entry should come. So what do you do? You just say no test result, like a reception. Okay, no inventory control. Okay, that's it. Menus are stopped. No true false, no accounts. Okay, like that. No test report, no utilities, nothing. All menus are stopped. All menus are stopped. So you go to the main menus. That's it. Okay, and about us will be there. So only 2-3 minutes. Let's say. Okay. So we created user. Okay. Now one more thing. If you want to create a duplicate user, like original user, so you say create user and you can say assign the privilege of. So I'll create another user called as user 3, but I can say I need not to type something. Suppose you have two users which are a similar function, you can say assign the privilege of user 2. Automatically it will come. You need not to select anything. So user 3 and user 2 will be same and user 1 will be different. We are going to see now. Okay. We have created 3 users now. Let's take one by one. Exit. Okay. I go here and I open the user 1 first. Very beautifully it is possible. Say user 1. Okay. That's it. See, inventory menu is not there. Okay, all other menus are there, but inventory is not there. Okay, this is called as user 1. So inventory menu is locked for them. Okay, there is no user, there is no inventory menu. Let's go to the special charges are locked. See, we have say inventory and there is no special charges. The button is not opening, so that is locked. So let's go for the another user. User 2. Okay, user 2, we have locked all the menus, only first and second. That's it. Okay, see, inventory is gone, test result is gone, only new and edit menu is there. See, that's it. No test result, no inventory, no accounts, no test report, no utility, no admin, no system, only about us, new and edit. That's it. Now we have created third user, which is a duplicate of user 2. So as soon as I type user 2, user 3, it will be the similar like user 2 only. User 3. That's it. A similar. Only add, edit, new and edit functions are there. Test result, all things are locked. So this is the way you can define the users. Now what will happen? These individual users, they want to change their password. They can go to the edit and there is a function called a change password. So they can, everybody can change their password. So what I urge is, whenever you buy this software, the password comes as BT. What I want is, that is a super admin password. Basically, it's a super admin, complete all functions are there. So you have to immediately go and change your BT password to your own password. First you define it, the users, and then you change your own password. That's it. So you keep it for yourself and you give all the users different rights, and they open it and they can get whatever the privileges which you have given to them. You can rest assured nothing will go wrong, because you have already logged the user permissions. What they can do it, they can able to only do that operation for you. That's it. Okay, next question.
Sir, if I want to get the daily collection and income report, how can I get that?
Go to the accounts menu. There is a daily cash register. That's it. You have to select the
Yes,
date range,
thank you.
answer report. Here's the daily cash register. That's it. Okay, now we want to see outstanding balance. Okay, so what we are going to do, we are going to create a bill, and under the bill we will create some outstanding. Okay, this person has given only $100 to you. That's it. Save. 100 is outstanding balance. You want to see which is your outstanding balance, you go to the outstanding balance report. That's it. Okay, so outstanding balance report, automatically the people will come who has got outstanding. Simple. Whatever the outstanding is there, that's it. Immediately you want to find out a outstanding report is there. Okay, outstanding balance report. See, from this date range to this date range, give me the outstanding balance report. This is the outstanding balance. Okay, so you can able to see it. Next question.
No question, sir.
So I think it is a Mr. Neeraj, do you have any question?
No, I think you have covered it well.
It's a GEM software. So everything is there. You can just think about anything, and this software will able to, able to give you all these functions. So these are the powerful features which are available in all PathoGold series, right from PathoGold 2005 to PathoGold Extension Studio Plus. A similar structure is kept so that a user who is using a PathoGold 2005, if they want to migrate to PathoGold PathoGold Extension Studio Plus, they will not find any difficulties. The similar functions will be there, and they can easily migrate to this thing. Another beautiful feature which has come, suppose you are a user of PathoGold 2005 or PathoGold Extension Studio, all your data will get migrated to the latest software, PathoGold Extension Studio Plus. Exactly within a minute, all your data, everything will come out in the new software, and you can immediately migrate and switch over to the new software. That facility is also there. So I hope you have enjoyed this demonstration, and I am able to solve all your queries to your fullest satisfaction.
Yes, sir.
So thank
Yes,
you,
sir.
Mr. Neeraj. Thank you, Mr. Gajanan, for all your time. And I look forward to get, if you have got any more queries, you can contact me, and I will able to give you the satisfactory answer for that. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.